Hi and welcome back to Warframe. Today we're going to take a look at the Gammacor. That's the pistol on the hip here. Pretty cool weapon actually, because when you select it, it goes into your hand, but it kind of goes around your hand. And it doesn't really fit Frost overly well, because there's a disc that rotates around, but Frost's wearing a coat. So that's a huge fail to begin with. This being a beam weapon, ooh, it kind of throws it into the same category as the Spectre here, which you never really see that weapon much, but it's a handheld flux rifle. But when it comes to the stats, well, they don't lie. The status is higher on the Spectre, the magazine's bigger, the crit multiplier's bigger, all the rest stays the same. The damage, well, the Gammacor does 25 magnetic damage. This thing does slash, puncture, and impact. And if you just take the physical damage against the elemental damage, it does more. Because it does 30, whereas the other one only does 25s. So instantly, it's a really nice looking weapon, but compared to the Spectre, which is, well, it's the only other beam weapon I could really compare it to without touching the Nucor, which the Nucor is definitely better, but it's radiation damage. One thing I really like about this weapon is it costs a total of 55,000 credits, 35 to buy the blueprint here, 20,000 to build it, then it's 2,500 alloy plates, 650 plastides, 400 circuits, and 2 argon crystals. It's the argon crystals that'll be a bit of a pain, and it is a 12-hour build for this. Weirdly though, this weapon comes with a D polarity. I'm assuming that's because it's mainly magnetic damage, so that would be, if you want to increase the magnetic damage, you add ice and electric, and obviously that is the standard ice damage mod polarity. So this will definitely require a former or two, probably a V at least for Hornet Strike, being a 14. I mean, just look at the thing on your wrist there. That looks much, much better without Frost's huge coat. The firing looks actually pretty cool. There's the 3 beams that come into one. Sometimes it can kind of be a bit weird. And the reload is really nice as well, because it just kind of comes off your wrist and does that weird animation there. Then when you put it away, it kind of hovers on your hip. And it looks really nice. This is probably one of the nicest looking weapons in the game, because it's got that like holographic stuff floating around your hand, and the weapon isn't actually touching you. The only problem I've come across is that thing on your hip there. On Mag Prime, or is it Ember Prime? Oh no, I forgot which one it was. Yeah, I think it's Mag Prime. She's got one anyway, and it kind of glitches with it. All we basically fit in was Hornet Strike for damage, Barrel Diffusion, and Lethal Torrent for, what does that add up to? 180% more multi-shot, plus 60% fire rate from the Lethal Torrent, and then we threw in Ice Storm and Deep Freeze for cold damage. That's 100% extra cold damage, plus, what is it, 40% on the magazine, yeah, from Ice Storm, and Convulsion, which adds 90%. This took the damage from 25 up to 649.6. Yeah, you get them stealth scans. But it's just completely annihilating most corpus you actually take it against. Leveling this up while fighting against the infested wasn't such a bright idea. It worked, but it just took a long time. Come on. I actually dropped a format into this already, which you might pick up on from, what the hell is that? Oh, there's a walker in there. There's parts of walkers in there. Ew. Hey, stop shooting me in the butt. But yeah, I put a former in it, took it on a few corpus missions, and it leveled up much quicker than it did doing this infested event. Way quicker, because it's just a corpus killing machine. And I've just realised I've gone past the terminal we're meant to be grabbing here. I mean, okay, yes, these are only, what, early 20s for the infested? Corpus. But it's still annihilating them really nice. And there's 2 empty mod slots on this. To get them filled and make this pretty powerful, I think is probably going to take maybe 4 formers in total. And if you've already spent the time on the Spectre or the Nucor, it's not really worth it, apart from the fact it just looks so nice. Because it really does look like a really nice weapon. Like, visually, not actually. It's not a bad weapon to actually use, though. As I say, it's melting a lot of things pretty easily. Well, it would probably melt more, but one thing I have come across on this planet, which is, I think this is Neptune with the ice system on it, there's no enemies. Well, it's just running around here and there's nobody to kill. Not a goddamn person here. See if we can't find the limit of its reach. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I love that reload. There it is. Wish I knew how long that was in distance terms. It was what, 27 meters, give or take? You saying it was 11 from that, and this is 16. 27 meters, that's actually not that far at all. That's why we left it there, use it as a measuring device. So 27 meters isn't really that long, but with the finally introducing the range mod, and I know I've got one, but I haven't actually used it yet, because it just says it can be installed into any weapon. Just melt the Corvus, I love that. Personally, I'm torn. I don't know whether I'm going to spend the format on this to make it better or not, because I like it, but that is a huge downside to it. It's the lack of range with these kind of weapons is why I don't use them all the time. The Nucor I put a bit of time and effort into, because that was a pretty fun mod when it came out. Weapon. This visually is definitely one of the better looking weapons in the entire game. But it's a beam weapon, which means very limited range. Why can't I jump up there? Here we go. Now it's telling me I have to go back down. Now it's telling me I've got to go that way. Make your mind up, map. Weren't we just in this room? Nope, because there's nothing inside of it. Can we break into here? No. Oh. But we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch yous next time. Uh-oh. Damn.